Do you have a dream collabo that you've never collaboed with yet?
Yeah, I would say Kanye West.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's a
Hey,
good one.
hey, you
Yeah,
had
I'm
it.
a,
Hey, you did it. You did a series on there. I know you
yeah,
can give a run for his money on that, especially
yeah,
with that. Especially
yeah.
with that mixtape, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When they first came to "We Don't Care," I knew, and I actually got the vinyl because I'm a vinyl collector.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard "We Don't Care" by you, and you just spazzed out at the end, I was like, yo,
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
know, I know, Kanye got to be proud of you for that.
Man, thank you. You know what? I'm grateful that you rock with it, man. Like Kanye's music raised me. So yeah, Kanye West, man.
So the 2014 freshman cover, describe being chosen to be on that iconic cover, and what were your thoughts and feelings after that?
I was super excited. It was a great experience. Um, I learned a lot, like from being on it. I learned that it's not being on the cover; it's what you do after it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like cover
Right.
is not gonna make or break you. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity, just like everything else. Just like I always tell my artists, like one opportunity is not gonna make or break you. You know what I'm saying? It's what you do. It's your consistency afterwards. But it was super cool, man. Just being a part of that, being a part of the lineage and the history of the Double XL freshman cover, because within hip hop, that's something you want to put on your bucket list or your checklist. Even being on the freshman cover, just being on the cover of a magazine. Period. I remember
Yeah.
walking airports at that time period, being my first cover, looking at the shelves in the airport, like, damn, I am on the shelves at every airport in America. This is crazy. So it was cool. It was a great experience, man. It was definitely something I grew and learned from.
I
Right, right. From that, man, because I was thinking about it too, because of the double XL freshman cover, which man, it's so many rappers that was on that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so many people was on there. How did it feel like? You know what I'm saying? Who was like one of the funniest ones on there
Like
that you
funny,
got to grab with? Yeah,
like that we had chemistry with and we could
yeah,
enjoy each other's humor.
yeah.
Um, People wouldn't even guess it, man. Me and Troy Ave. I remember, like Troy Ave was like he kept me laughing through the whole shit. Like
Really.
it's like
I'm surprised Kevin Gates wouldn't.
yeah,
Well,
like
probably he probably was a little serious back then. Then.
no, he had a big personality too. Like what I'm saying, Kevin Gates definitely had a big personality. But far as who I connected with, like me and Bibby, I remember us connecting on a
Mm.
certain level. I remember me and Jaron Benton connecting on a certain level. And I just remember cause me and Troy Ave kept getting paired together, like when we had to do like little press stuff for the freshman cover. So I remember when
Right.
we went to Dixon Park, me and him went out there together. I remember when we was doing like this interview round table, it was me and him. Like they had set us next to each other. So it was just funny. Like people wouldn't even imagine that. But, just as well as being just a thorough dude and a real dude, like he reminded me of one of my homies that I would have grew up with and connected with in Flint, man. He was a cool dude.
I got
Right.
I got
Right.
a
Which
couple.
I was about to say too. Yeah, I was about to say you did music with Jaron Benton. How was it?
Absolutely.
How was it working with Jaron Benton?
Man, Jaron Benton is one of them people in the game I would consider a friend of mine. So anytime we link up, it's always a beautiful thing. Man, one of the most talented MCs doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a pleasure seeing him link up.
I got a couple quick response questions if you want, if I could hit these off of you. Um,
Absolutely.
LeBron, Jordan, or Kobe?
Ooh, Jordan,
Biggie or Pac?
both.
Sugar Puffy.
uh Puff only because he's still consistently doing it,
Yeah.
and he's grown every since you heard of Puff. He's always grown and grown and grown.
Yeah.
But much respect to the big homie Suge Knight as well, because his contributions to the game can't be ignored either.
Yep. Nas or Jay Z?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Eh,
That's a hard one.
Y'all gonna hate me for this both.
okay. Ja Rule or
I love it.
50?
50.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the best
And,
rap
and
group of all time?
I would just like to say, I wasn't one of them people that turned on Ja Rule when 50 Cent started dissing Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Like, man, I just was never like a Ja Rule guy. Much respect to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But his style of music like wasn't my thing. 50 just kind of hit me harder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 50's music kind of it resonated with me more. So that's no disrespect to Ja, because there was a lot of people that was fake as hell. It was a lot of people that was Ja Rule fans, and then when 50 did,
switched on them. They straight up switched on them like, oh, we with 50 now to 50 drives.
Like, that's crazy. Ja Rule had hits. Ja Rule still got hit. If Ja Rule was to ever do a versus with certain people, he will wash certain people. So, that's coming from somebody who wasn't necessarily, and that's coming from somebody necessarily a Ja Rule fan like that. But it's like, be real with yourself. Don't just jump on somebody bandwagon just because somebody popping at the moment. Ja Rule is a legend. 50's a legend. But as far as who resonated with me more, 50 Cent.
Who's the best rap group of all time?
I'm gonna say first and foremost, I gotta name a couple. Outkast, NWA, the Hot Boys,
Yeah.
Goody Mob,
Okay.
UGK. Oh man, The Throne. Does The Throne count as a group? They should. They had an album.
Yeah. That count. That count is on the
The Throne should definitely count as a group. It's so many. Like I said, when y'all questions like that, it's always gonna be a list. Just because I'm a connoisseur, I'm a historian of this shit. So I'm gonna name a few. But keep going, though, man.
Big.
I got one.
Wait, I got the best question next.
Oh, I got the best one. I got the best one. This is a wrestling one.
Okay, you go first.
AEW, or NXT?
Oh, I got friends in both.
So, man, they're both, man. That's hard, and they're battling good about now.
I appreciate both of them for different reasons. So that's another one y'all gonna hate me for. I'm gonna say both.
Okay, big titties or big ass?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I like different body parts on different women, depending what woman it is.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Like, it's like some women could have a big ass, and then I feel like that you ever seen the girls that got the ant booty? Like, they shit just look like it's just too much. Like, you didn't went and put too much shit in your booty, and now it don't even look good no more.
Yeah.
It's women that have just the perfect shape booty, and it ain't even gotta be like all that crazy. It's some women that I love their calves. It's some women I love their thighs. It's some women I love their lips. It's some women I love they fucking shoulders. I don't know. Like, it's like, but ask me the question again, because I just went totally left field with that shit. Ask me again. I'm gonna clear my brain, and I'm gonna just give it to you straight off the head. The first
big titties or big ass?
If I had to choose, big ass.
Okay. Hey, what was it like? Because you've obviously met Game before, and he's one of my favorites of all time.
He actually been on the Moments of Violence too, off of the documentary part 2. What 2.3?
2.5.
Yeah.
What was it like being in studio with Game, and how is he in person?
Cool as hell.
Yeah, I bet.
Game got a good sense of humor too. Here's a story about me and Game. We met even before we did Moment of Violence, or people seen some people might have seen the picture of me, Dre, and Game in the studio that I had posted on my IG a while back. I met him way before I got signed to Aftermath. Like, he came through our radio station, 93.7. This was many years ago. This might have been 2011. And I was such a fan of Game that I had a starstruck fan moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can remember, I think I could say this now because this was way back in the day. But, man, he was super cool. It's like a lot of people in this game, they'll say things to you and they full of shit. But it was so cool because when I met Game and I spit for him or whatever, he like, yo, you dope. He like, man, I'm like tonight, we gonna link up. We gonna go to the strip club. We gonna da-da-da. And I never forget it. He wasn't full of shit. Like after we kicked it all day, when he came and kicked it at the radio station, we ended up going to Detroit, kicking at this strip club. And I remember while we was at the strip club, you would think we was focused on ass and titties, and we wasn't. Like I just remember him talking to me, telling me the game, like no pun intended, but giving me just industry trade secrets, man, that I take with me forever. And so when I met back up with him, and I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get too long-winded, but then when I saw him again at Aftermath, I remember I introduced myself to him again because I didn't expect that he would remember that, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm John Connor. He like, nigga, I know who you is. I was like, he was like, and he told the young lady he was with at the time, he like, I met this nigga in one of the grimiest cities in America. I met him in Flint, Michigan. He like, bruh, if I met you in Flint and I'm meeting you again at Dre's studio, you need my new number, dog. Take my number down. And it's like, it was always love. So anytime I run in the game, man, it's always love. Super cool dude, super real dude, and super funny dude too.